Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Episode 3, and we've got the guys from Burning Through Darkness with us. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey.
What up?
How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yeah. Thanks for having.
I'm hungry, but I'm okay.
Fuck! I knew I forgot something. I fucking forgot. We forgot to eat dinner.
Dinner all the time.
Grinding too hard.
Yeah, it fucking happens. It happens. All right. So we are going to let CB start tonight because I don't pick on him very much, but I'm going to pick on him tonight. So you
all right. So we'll start out tonight. If you had to include a strange instrument into your music, what would that instrument be?
Hands down, didgeridoo.
No.
Yes.
Hey guys, I don't want to ruin the flow here, but I can't hear. I can only hear Johnny. Can you guys hear me?
Oh
No.
Okay.
I know. What's going on here?
Yeah,
we have
can hear you.
like this. It happens.
Is it cool if I hop off and then can I get back in?
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You can let me back in.
Let me try that.
That's not a
I'll be
problem.
right back.
Oh, shout.
All right, the rest of you can answer. Who else? Who else has got something weird they'd add?
Ooh, I'd actually like to add a cello.
Okay.
That is
Get
dope.
nice deep tones to it.
Okay.
That is dope. That is dope. I see. I've always liked bands that have like added stuff like anything from like cellos, violins, anything. Yeah, saxophone. Saxophone is
We need
down.
more brass representation. I played trombone in high school. We need more brass representation.
We should do a ska song next
Metal ska.
on the next project. Just have
Oh, I love ska
random
bands.
ska track on there.
Bro, I grew up with like Mighty Boss Tones and fucking all that shit. And oh yeah, I'm definitely down to hear that. Actually, for anybody who wants to listen to a good like metalcore band that incorporates saxophone, check out a band called Dreamwake. They are fucking fantastic, and they actually have a full-time saxophone player in the band.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's pretty dope. All right, Meg, you're next.
What is your current go-to comfort show and or movie?
All right, so I'm a big movie buff. So if I'm just chilling for the day and it's a nice rainy day with a nice hot cup of coffee, the Lord of the Rings trilogy for me.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Oh, you just made CB's entire night.
So it's the Lord of the Rings movie. It's such a good movie. Like,
It really is.
well done. The music in it is great. Like, the scenes are cool. It's all good.
Yep, absolutely.
Of the production, love it.
No comment. I'm sorry. When I watched The Lord of the Rings, I'm literally watching like 3 hours of walking the entire time.
Yeah, you must have been getting up to get a beer for the rest of the scenes.
Try to read the book. Try to read the book. That's excruciating.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, the books are great.
That's
Those are
rough.
the best books I've ever read.
That shit'll put you to
But the
sleep.
walking is way more intense.
I've never been a big reader. I've never been a big reader. Even whenever I was a kid, if it didn't have like pictures, I was a big comic book person. I loved comic books, but I was not big on like reading an actual book. I don't know. I just never could get into it.
Your comic books are books, man.
Yeah, I love comic books. Comic books, I was down on. But if it was like a novel or some shit, yeah, no, I couldn't get into it. I don't know, man. I don't know. So,
All right, Brian, answer the question.
What's the question? I'm back.
Okay.
You don't get to know. You just have to answer it.
Oh, all right. So yeah, like
So this could
maybe
be
like 5 or 6 times. Like all
he took the safe bet. Smart man.
The question was, what is your go-to movie or show right now?
maybe like 5 or 6 times.
I haven't heard of that one.
I've really been into the show Shrinking on Apple TV. It's like a comedy, but it's got like a dark humor to it.
Yeah.
I've kind of been into that lately.
With like Harrison Ford?
Yeah. Him and
Yeah, I watched the first season of that. That shit was good.
it gets dark quick, but I like
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
Me and CB just binge watched the entire season 2 of Fallout today.
Oh, that's a great one.
I love Fallout.
Yeah.
Love
I haven't watched
Fallout.
that yet.
I'm not a huge gamer. I did play Fallout when it came out, but just the show overall is really fucking good. And if you like horror and sci-fi type stuff like I do, then it's gonna be right up your fucking alley because it's full of monsters and blood and guts and gore and anything and everything you could possibly want. So it's pretty dope.
The Last of Us was actually a really good show too.
I have not watched that.
Give that one a shot.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. So for each one of you, what age?
Wait, we haven't got everybody's answer.
Oh, I thought everybody did answer. Okay.
Nope. We Rob and Johnny still, right?
Yeah. And I didn't even
Go.
answer the last question, so warm welcome to Rob. Just kidding. Listen, the answer here on instruments is the automaton. Somebody said saxophone, but I'm going to go with the saxophone that you fucking squeeze and then you blow air into, and it makes weird noises.
exactly what that is.
Yeah, yeah, but nobody, everybody knows what it is. Like if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, "Yeah, it's fucking weird, but it's rad." But nobody knows what it's called. So I wanted to highlight the automaton because it's righteous. But for movies, I will tell you, and this is cheesy as fuck. If you judge me, we will have words on Sunday rehearsal. I want to take it back, like way back, like old school Ryan Reynolds with that fucking Christmas movie, Just Friends, and that shit is hilarious. Don't at me. Don't judge me. Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds is like the best. And his younger shit, like pre-Deadpool.
I like the one that he did where he was like the crazy guy and we're talking to him because he stopped taking his medicine. He's in like the pink suit.
Was that a thing? That was the thing. Now I gotta go look it up.
You have to. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's very.
I really thought you were going to say Harry Potter, Rob.
Really?
Like if someone wanted to bet, I would have put money that you were going to say Harry Potter.
Yeah, dude, but like, okay, it's not. It can't be a comfort movie because first of all, that movie once you get to like movie 5, that shit starts ripping out your fucking soul. Like with how dark it is.
Yeah.
There's like 8 movies to get through, dude. So like, as much as I do enjoy the Harry Potter, bro, like if I got to go with one movie, I'm gonna go with that cheesy ass, like highly comedic shit.
Well, it's funny.
And now there's
Harry
a
Potter, you see the beginning credits. The darker the credits get, the darker the movie is. So if you notice, the very first one is all bright and cheery, and then as you get into it, it gets a lot darker.
Oh, I did not notice that. No,
Yeah,
okay.
Cool.
I know what I'm doing for the next few days.
There you go. So, for each one of you, what age did you start playing music, and what band really got you into wanting to be a musician?
I love this question because I know the answer to this. Questions.
Go for it, Rob.
You're up.
So I was 12 years old, and it was hands down 100% Pantera with the 101 Proof official live album, dude. I bought it on a whim from Target when I was 12, and I still listen to it to this day. It is the most visceral, aggressive fucking live album I've ever heard in my life. And as soon as I heard that shit, I'm like, I just want to show up somewhere and hit things, right? And so we translate that over to guitar. That's what I do now.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I think it was like freshman year, and we thought it'd be cool to start a band, and we were really into like Slipknot then. I was definitely a child of nu metal, and that planted the seed there. So
Hell yeah.
All right. Ryan, Jordan.
Go ahead, B-Rye.
All right, I'll go. So mine's a little, I don't know. I started, my grandmother, when I was like 7, got me piano lessons. So I played piano until I was like 14-ish. And then I got into guitar because piano got lame to me in high school. I don't know. I love it now. But so I've been playing music since I was like 7 or 8. Been in a few bands in the past, went on some tours. And what really got me into it, I'd say like Slipknot, probably Korn, System of a Down, like the new metal stuff. Then I got really into deathcore only. Then I got into technical death metal, like Faceless and like Necrophagist, Autophagus, whatever, and stuff like that.
Wow.
But that helped me play guitar. I mean, I learned on those bands, and Lamb of God, I knew like a few albums like back to front on guitar. So yeah, that stuff really got me into it. Now I'm all over the place. I like everything basically. So.
I feel you with deathcore. I played. I grew up as like a pop punk kid, and I was big into pop punk. Of course, I was also an MTV kid. I watched shit tons of MTV, and one of the original bands that really got me into being a musician originally was Motorhead. And seeing Ace of Spades for the very first time on Beavis and Butthead. I'm that old. So I got into that stuff and got into like White Zombie because White Zombie was big back then, and Tool, but I was still really big into pop punk for a very, very long time, and for some reason I chose to be a bass player. I don't know, and I always I did, dude. Seeing Lemmy on the bass and shit, I was just like, oh my god, that's what I want to do. So. That kind of fucking sucked me in, and it's like, god damn. And then we interview all these bands, and we ask that question. Everybody's like Slipknot and Korn. I'm just like, god damn, I'm older than all these motherfuckers. So what you got, Jordan? Who you got?
So I was probably about 14 when I really got interested in the music, specifically with a Hit Parader magazine when Mudvayne came out.
Shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And 16, I bought my first guitar. Had no idea what the fuck I was doing on it, but I was doing it. And then just kind of reformed it from there. But a lot of my playing style now derives from Ryan Martini.
He is hands down one of, if I had to say top three, he's one of my top three, because like growing up I was real big obviously into Lemmy. One of my other ones was Les Claypool, because to me that dude is just disgusting. Like disgusting. Like if you're so good that Metallica says no, you can't be in this band because you're better than all of us.
Yep.
That's something. So, I studied Les, and then when Mudvayne came out, I think I was quite older when I found Mudvayne. I think I was in my 20s when I found Mudvayne. And I was just like, holy shit, this dude is like the fucking metal version of goddamn Les Claypool. And the shit that he could fucking do. And he's the whole reason, Ryan's the whole reason I switched to playing 5 and 6 string basses, and I never picked up a 4 string ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know I could play a 4 string anymore because I ain't touched one in fucking 15 years. So I'm just like, I mean, my basses now, they're even 5 or 6s. I don't fuck with it, all because of him.
Yep. Yeah, I even play on a Warwick because of him too, and I just love the tone of it.
Dude, I would die for a Warwick.
Yeah, that new one he got it does sound really good.
They're too expensive for me.
It took a little bit to pay off.
Oh, I bet. See, I've been fucking playing Ibanez's for fucking years now. That's what mine are. So, but I've always like looked at Warwicks. I'm like, do I really want to spend like $2-3 grand on this?
Yes, you do.
It's killing me. All right, CB, you're up.
What is something about the music industry that you wish more people understood?
I'll go specifically for metal. It really is angry music for happy people most of the time. I mean, we're not all happy,
right?
Stories and stuff, but when you go to like a metal show, the community and stuff, like it's not all just angry people hitting each other,
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And a lot of people that don't like metal don't understand that part of it. So that's my
Dude, I've told everybody I've ever talked to, they've met, especially like the job that we work and what me and CB do outside of music. We work in a very like corporate, like uppity type of stuff. We work with a lot of rich people and shit like that. And all these fools listen to like jazz and beach music and shit like that. And they're always like, they'll meet me and they're like, you're like one of the most happy-go-lucky people we've ever met. How do you listen to metal? And I'm like, dude, you just don't understand metal and what goes into it and what's being said. You just hear nothing but angry, but you're not listening to the lyrics and you're not putting together the emotions and the whole entire life process that people put into this music. You're not fully getting the whole spectrum of it.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear what you want to hear, and then you make your opinions without actually looking into it and researching it. Right. All right, how about the rest of you?
I like that.
So I'll give you a little bit of a hot take here, and I've said this to the guys before, so it should not be a surprise to anybody, but talent does not equal success at all.
Yeah.
At fucking all. Talent is a very small part of that equation, and the key to success also lies in your ability to create memories for other people, and you better market the shit out of that. When you start to invoke a good fucking memory or an emotional piece of music, you better market the fuck out of that too, to ensure that you've got reach on that. Like, your talent will get you fucking absolutely nowhere if you aren't doing the right things to actually get it in front of people.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Back whenever I was playing, I think I was in my low 20s. We had a girl that played for our band that she was the most talented person I ever seen in my life, but she had no ambition at all. And the people that I see, and I've seen plenty of people that had absolutely no talent. They could learn stuff, but they really had no talent. Like they couldn't write music on their own. They could only learn what was done, but they had ambition. And they were willing to learn, and they were willing to put the time in. They were willing to make the sacrifices to do it. But she wasn't. Like, she's the only person I see. She grew out her fingernails and used her fingernails as picks and would just sit there and do insane stuff. But she just would not apply herself.
Yeah.
And she could have been something amazing, but then I see people that really don't have much of a talent, but they go huge.
Yeah.
And
I think back to all of the bands that I've listened to, and I'm like, oh, they're fucking rad. And then I go catch them at a show, and it's literally 5 dudes staring at their fucking shoelaces and doing absolutely nothing on stage. And it's like, well, what the fuck did I just pay $25 for? Like, when people show up to a show, like, they want to be able to fucking feel something. They want to be able to feel, energy. They want to be able to feel like you're pulling emotion out of them. Like, they want to fucking move. And if you're not doing that, then you're not really giving people a reason to do anything more than stream your shit on Spotify. That's it.
Yeah.
That's Rob's hot take. I'm going to shut up now before I get myself.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Rob on that. I mean, it's just like, I think a lot of times people don't take into consideration like the time and effort it takes to make a quality product like that, And I mean, we've gone back and forth on parts of songs that what am I on? Fucking revision 27 of one of our new songs, Brian. And it's just, it's not there yet, it needs more work. And like, that's
certain parts
that's part of the, but I mean, that's part of the process, and like all that effort is being put in. And I mean, like when you go to shows and like people just like, and I mean, I'm sure we're all guilty of this. Like, just don't give a fuck, about the current band that's like on stage or whatever. Like they poured their fucking heart and guts into those songs, And so just like taking a moment to appreciate that, just in that respect. I mean, it would kind of be nice to see like that sort of thing a little more common.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Who's next? We got one more, don't we? I think it's Brian, Jordan.
No, I went.
Jordan.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree with everything that everybody else is saying. It's
That's a cop-out answer, Jordan. Come on.
I know it is. But
Disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
but especially like during the local scene, it's really, should I say, cutthroat. Because I mean, yeah, you could be buddy with the band next to you, but also at the same time, they're trying to get to the same place where you're at. And I don't feel like a lot of people actually understand that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I tell everybody, it is cutthroat, but it shouldn't be.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be, depending on how you apply it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out there helping each other, getting shows, and you're networking and working together, all of you are going to go a lot further if you just work together and work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I think that's one of the good things about the Denver scene too, though. Like there is a lot of camaraderie throughout. Like not to say there's not like cliques or whatever, but I mean like everyone does like help each other, and at least in the experiences we've had, when we have openings on shows, like we try to help bands out and get them on there, and they reciprocate that as well. And it's just, it's nice to know like we're all kind of in it together, and like everyone kind of has each other's backs and stuff. And a lot of guys are in multiple bands and stuff. And so it just like, it kind of works that way. Kind of
correct.
Naturally.
When you get local scenes like that, those scenes will flourish. They'll always flourish. But then I've seen places like Savannah, for instance, to where they were just so competitive that they were willing to stab each other in the back just to get a fucking crumb. And
That's crazy.
That's what is going to kill a scene. That's why Savannah really doesn't have a scene anymore, is for that exact reason. So I hear of places that there is great camaraderie and everybody's helping each other out with shows, which is what it should be. But then I hear a lot more places that don't do that. It's all like, screw you. We want this. We're going to put you under the bus. We're going to put out lies about you. We're going to try to destroy your entire band. And that's just some dirty shit.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer in karma. And you don't do that. I don't give a shit.
I think that's.
I mean, I'm sure there's some bad apples everywhere, but at least since I've been in the band, I don't think we've really experienced any of that, which is really nice. There's just been a lot of support, and I don't know. We're pretty grateful to kind of be in the scene that we're in.
Where are they from? From Minnesota. And we're talking about doing like a show swap. Like we'll play there and they'll play in Denver. So, that's a big support.
See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Right there. Hook up with other bands, especially if you want to be regional or you want to be national. Hook up with other bands and trade shows.
Yep.
Because that's what's going to help you. That's going to go so fucking far, much further than anything else.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, Meg, you're up.
So, Johnny, you had been you're on the 27th revision of a song. So, my question, and y'all kind of answer this together, is how do you know that a song's finished and ready to go?
Oh, that's a good question. When Brian tells me it's done.
I'm an engineer, so like, I write a lot of music here, so it's like he'll send me stuff, and then I'd be like, no, yes, like this and that. So it's back and forth.
Yeah, and I think we both like have a feeling of what we want it to sound like, and sometimes there is contrast in that, but a lot of times there's like we come together on it, and especially with the newer stuff, it has a little bit of a different vibe and everything, and so like when it's done, I mean, like you just kind of feel that like there's nothing more I can offer this, like this is where I want it to be at, but art's never finished. It's only abandoned.
I know we're fighting over the timing of a certain part. So we'll get it though once it's right.
I'm probably not right on it, but like I don't know. I hear weird stuff. Yeah,
I'm excited.
It'll get there.
Yeah. To tack on to that. So you said it's the new stuff is different. Like, do you want to elaborate a little bit? Give a little teaser on like what the direction is now.
Well, for starters, a lot of the older songs were written by a prior member. And so Brian is taking the lead on most of the songwriting now. And so his kind of direction of that is just naturally different just because he's a different person, and one of the previously released songs, Mariana, Brian did write, and so like there are elements of that song that are with the newer stuff, but I don't know, it's from what we have demoed as of now, it's kind of expanding in a lot of different directions. There's some heavier stuff, there's some more melodic stuff. I'm trying to experiment a little bit with different vocal styles that I hadn't done in the previous songs. So I think we're just we're working on growing, and just kind of expanding our sound, and just want it to be as good as it can be.
Good shit.
Okay.
It's always good.
Good enough. Good enough. All right, so trick question here for each one of you. If you had a chance and you could go on a national tour and take any 3 bands with you, what 3 bands would you choose to take on that tour?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay. Okay.
And, because, and I said this the other weekend, but the Devil Wears Prada is kind of like pizza, right? Like it could be served hot, could be served as fucking leftovers, could get drunk and fucking smash that shit at 2 a.m. But it's always really good, right? Like no matter what, no matter how you.
Okay.
It was delicious.
I love that.
August Burns Red. They're just another phenomenal live band. And then just to fuck shit up, and I don't expect for anybody. I will like digital high five you if you know who the band 68 is. So I would yeah. So like 68 is like a 2-piece that is headed by Josh Scoggin, who created bands like Norm Jean, The Chariot, Ludacris back in the day, stuff like that. So same dude, except for they are like a 2-piece fucking powerhouse. And they are incredible to watch live, and I would throw them in fuck shit up.
I remember one of the craziest shows I got to open for The Chariot a long time ago.
Yep.
And that was one of the, and I'd never heard them before.
Oh yeah.
Seeing them live.
Yep.
That was one of the most insane things. That I just remember sitting there and I'm like, these guys are fucking unhinged.
Yeah,
like, they're unhinged.
Yeah, so you're familiar, right? So the frontman for the Chariot, Josh Scoggin, is the frontman for 68, and he.
Okay, I'll have to look that up. I didn't know that, but I'll have to look that up because I love the Chariot. Like seeing them live, their live show. And me being, I guess I was probably I think I was like 25, 24 years old when we opened for them, and this dude was like hanging from rafters.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say that. I saw them at Warped Tour, and the guitar player just started climbing. And
I'm just like, dude, these guys like care nothing about their actual health, and I'm just like, this dude's gonna die. He's gonna die. We're gonna witness his death right now.
Yeah, so I mean, seeing 68 live is largely the same experience. They're just one of those bands that you have to see to fucking get it because it's nuts. It's nuts.
Okay. No. All right. How about the rest of you? Who wants to go?
I would
go, Brian.
No, I don't know. I don't know yet.
He's out.
So
you got him, Jordan?
Yeah, I got him. So for me, I used to play with this band back in the day and seen them quite a bit. Ventana, if y'all ever heard of them.
I know who they are.
So Ventana, their energy on stage is just unmatched. It's amazing. I would say just because I'm so influenced by them, Mudvayne. And then I would say a little bit of different genre. I'm really big into death metal. I love it. Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's quite the tour.
Yeah.
Okay. I dig it.
There.
Well, I'm down with Ventana because I've always been a big Mushroomhead fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I know that Stitch is part of Ventana, and he's been involved with a lot of stuff. Which I've met Stitch on a million different occasions, and very nice dude, very very nice dude. I never got to see Ventana, so I want to see Ventana. I've seen him with Mushroomhead. I've seen him with some of his other projects, but I've never seen him with Ventana.
Oh, dude, if you get a chance to see him, go check him out. And which is actually funny because I lived in a small town in Pennsylvania called Erie, and they're from Cleveland. So my band back up in Erie, we were able to play with Mushroomhead quite a bit back and forth.
Kind of fun. I actually manage a band from Erie.
Who's that?
Eden on Fire.
Eden on Fire.
Yep. There's a band called Eden on Fire, and I manage that band. They live in Erie. They're from Erie.
Okay. Yeah,
they're good. If you like symphonic metal and symphonic rock, check out Eden on Fire. They're very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you got, Johnny?
Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna top Jordan's. That was fucking bad. All right, let's say let's do North Lane Architects.
Oh, shit, okay.
Opening for 9 Inch Nails to headline.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Would
All right.
never
I dig
happen,
you.
but it would be my dream one.
Well,
There.
that's all that matters. Okay, I dig it. I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan. I always have been ever since I was a kid.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think the very first song I ever heard from Nine Inch Nails was "Closer," which I probably shouldn't have been
Yeah.
listening to that at the age that I heard it. But
Yeah.
I loved Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, I'd say I got into music production because of Nine Inch Nails, for sure. I just
Well, I
wanted
mean,
to
Trent Reznor
be like Trent Reznor when I grew up.
Trent Reznor is probably one of the greatest there is
Yeah.
within any of that. Like, the man is a fucking genius.
Yeah, like that's where I really learned like the concept of just making music out of noise, doesn't necessarily have to be an instrument. As long as it's a sound, you can make music out of it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Brian, what you got?
I'm torn, but I was gonna say North Lane, but he said it, so I'm not saying North Lane. I'm gonna go Lowe's.
Okay.
And I want to say either Plotting You or Dayseeker.
Oh, I didn't think of Plotting You. Fuck.
One of those,
Oh,
I guess, can join us on the bill, sure.
Yeah, you can.
We'll allow
we'll
it.
go with it.
Especially because like our new direction, without giving too much away, it's not like those bands, but there's aspects of that style, that genre type of thing, especially Plot, I'd say. Aspects of that in the newer stuff.
So I've been a big fan of the Plotting You, which we actually get to see that because we always go to Welcome to Rockville every year.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, I go every year. Meg started going with me last year. All three of us will be there this year, but the Plotting You's playing, so obviously I've got plans to go see them.
Mhm.
The Dayseeker I just got into over like the last 6 months.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of mad at myself because Dayseeker played Rockville last year, and we didn't go see them because I was just like, I don't know who this band is, but But I think at the time, because I'm a big, like I said before, I'm a big pop punk kid. At the same time, the Dayseeker was playing, Newfound Glory was playing. So I had to see Newfound Glory. That's like my favorite pop punk band in the world is Newfound Glory. So I had to go see Newfound Glory. So me and Meg went and see Newfound Glory instead of going and see Dayseeker. But I kind of feel bad because I'm like listening to Dayseeker now. I'm like, God damn, this band is really fucking good.
There's something special for sure.
Yeah, they are. They are. I agree. All right, CB, you're up, my friend.
For each of you, if you could only play one game for the rest of your life, what would that game be?
This is to Rob. This is a Rob question.
This is a Rob question.
100%.
Video game or a board game?
Any game.
Any game.
Harry Potter pinball, Rob?
These questions are fucking heavy, and these are some pretty difficult ones. I'm a big gamer and a bit of a geek, so I kind of play it all. I've got custom arcade that I built because I was bored and wanted to learn how to build arcade games. I got pinball machines behind me. I play lots of video games and I play fucking board games. So this question sucks for me because there's a lot to choose from here. Yeah, I guess if I had to play one game for the rest of my life, oh shit. All right. So it'd have to be an RPG, right? So give me something with substance here, right? Some Chrono Trigger, some Earthbound, something that I can fucking sink hours into. Probably, as much as I love Earthbound, right? I'd probably go with Chrono Trigger because there's 15 different endings to that fucking game. It'd at least keep me occupied for some period of time, right?
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
I know why CB asked this question. I'm just waiting.
Why did I ask this question?
Because we have a game in this house, and it's the only game that we ever fucking play. So I know why you asked this question, because you're trying to hunt somebody that plays the same damn game.
It might work.
Huh?
It has to
I
do
said
with
it might
paper.
work.
Okay, well, go ahead with the rest of them. Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead, guys. Whoever's next.
I don't play
Brian.
games. I'm all business.
Oh,
Okay, fair enough.
play mobile games, nothing.
Bullshit.
No, not really.
I know where he's going, and no, I don't play it. I forget the name of it now. Clash Royale. Oh no, no,
What you're doing, bro?
no, I don't. I've kind of in my downtime. I work really weird hours, like in my day job. So my downtime when everyone's asleep, I've been obsessed with Arc Raiders lately.
I knew it. It was in my brain.
You knew I was going to say that.
Exactly. Yep.
That's the only game I really play. I really like that. What was that box that you let me borrow?
Box one.
Yeah, Box One. That was really cool, like a hands-on, like 3D puzzle type game. That stuff like that, I like puzzles and stuff. So
All
as
right.
far as games, that's where I would go with that, like 3D
Fair enough.
puzzles and stuff. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Jordan, what you got?
All right, so I'm a huge nerd for Warhammer 40K, so I would say the tabletop game.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
very expensive hobby there.
Oh, very much it is. Yes.
Rob, what's the one that we played all together?
Return to Dark Tower.
That was
Turn to
dope.
Dark Tower.
Kind of like a D&D style, but not quite.
And in this house, if you ever go on tour and you come stay with us at any point, me and CB, which we'll probably be playing as soon as we get off the podcast tonight, is Magic the Gathering.
Mm.
Both big time Magic the
Wow.
Gathering players. So we play Magic the Gathering for fucking hours.
Oh yeah.
Hours.
You're welcome.
I'm more of a Yu-Gi-Oh guy myself, but that's
Oh.
you know, I'm kidding.
Oh, he's
Oh.
judging you. He's judging you hard.
I'm kidding. Pokemon's where it's at for that style, but yeah, Magic is dope.
All right, all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So, if you guys could collaborate with any band, any musician, any producer in the world, and you could work with them for 24 hours, who would you work with?
George Lever. I'm saying it hands down.
Okay.
You
Why?
ready for that one? That was loaded.
Yeah, once he said any producer or whatever, he's worked with a few buddies of mine. He did the first Sleep Token album. He did Loathe, like I mentioned before.
Oh, okay.
I think he's from the UK, isn't it? Sorry.
Cheerio.
But yeah, he's been like a dream to work with for a long time, and he works with unsigned local bands too. And I respect the hell out of that. So
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
So my reference probably a little bit more obscure, but I would hang with Barb Kolstad from Leprous. If you have never seen that dude pick up a pair of picks, I highly recommend it because he has this. First of all, his face looks like he just goes to another fucking planet, and he plays and he hits harder than anybody that I've ever seen, and he's one of the most technically proficient just improv drummers that I've ever seen in my life. Second of all, he's got this uncanny ability to write in a style that is it rides more on the yes, it is technical, but it still stays in the vein of where it's able to invoke emotions. He is just a fucking crazy dude to watch and draw inspiration from. And he also plays without his shirt on, and his nipples are fucking pierced. I don't know who does that, but he's from Sweden, so
Okay.
Rob likes that.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. All right, Johnny, who you got?
Okay, I got two. One would be Rick Rubin, but we wouldn't
Oh,
work on any
shit.
music. No music. We would just sit and talk about the universe. Then we would go hang out with Pharrell, and then we'd make some music.
my man, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't
That's-
heard the name Rick Rubin since the MTV days. So I'm like, oh, damn.
I just got
Is
an
that
autographed
motherfucker
copy
even
of his
still
book.
alive?
Oh, his book is so good, man.
Yeah.
Read his book. It's meant to inspire. That's all it does. It's like a little Bible for creatives.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Flows.
Johnny or Jordan, what you got?
I love the technical aspect of it, and it's amazing how he actually keeps up. Another one referencing Cannibal Corpse, Alex Webster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. I get that definitely. See, like, you know, and I've thought about this question because, like, any question I ask, I always put it on myself, and I'm just like sitting here thinking about. I'm like, there's so many amazing people that are out there, and it's really hard just to like pinpoint one, just one person that you would want to sit in a room with 24 hours and learn everything you could. And like still to this day, actually for me, it would, as many heroes as I have, this dude to me is just amazing because I know he's a multi-instrumentalist. He can produce, he can do all this shit. For me, it'd be Marilyn Manson.
I love that answer. Yeah.
All right.
That'd be an interesting day.
Yeah, it'd be a real interesting day.
I bet 90s Manson would be a little more interesting than now Manson. I bet he's chilled out a little bit.
He's chilled out a lot now because, like, actually, me and Meg got to see him at Rockville last year. And with as many times as I've seen him, because Marilyn Manson is by far one of my favorite bands, has been ever since I was a kid, ever since I first heard him. And when I seen him at Rockville, that was the best I've ever seen him.
Really?
And obviously it's probably because he's fucking sober now and he's not fucking all strung out on drugs. But he was literally, that set was just amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it was just fucking amazing. And I know as far as a musician, and even on the journalism side, because he used to work for radio stations and shit like that, the route he took is kind of the same route I tried to take. And I'm just like, this dude knows so much about the whole entire fucking spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to spend that time with somebody who's well-rounded in the entire spectrum. And he's one of the first ones that ever clicked in my mind. But I love hearing other people's aspects of these people that they really like to work with. And hearing the names that come out. Actually, Rick Rubin, I always expect Rick Rubin, but that's the first time we've ever gotten it. Ever.
That's a good one,
Ever.
too. Yeah.
I always like wait on it. I'm like, somebody's going to say Rick Rubin. Nope. And this is the 5th season of this podcast. And we've interviewed well over 200 bands at this point, and that is the first time we've ever heard Rick Rubin.
Johnny, I feel
That's
like
funny.
if it's only 24 hours, he's gonna make you like count the blades of grass in the lawn or something, like something ridiculous.
Then that's what we'll do, man. That's what we'll do. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about somebody
Whatever he says.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't Rick Rubin worked with?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you know, in the MTV days of watching MTV and listening to all the interviews on like Headbangers Ball and all that shit, everybody was talking about Rick Rubin. Like, that dude probably made so much goddamn fucking money back then. It was ridiculous. He was as big as a rock star, and he never picked up a fucking instrument.
Nope.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah.
I gotta read that book. I have a copy.
I need.
It's dope, dude. Just open
Well,
it.
it's a circle,
Open it
right?
to a page. You don't even have to read it like linear. Just grab a page.
I'm gonna have to do it like audio and like listen to it while I'm at work.
Yeah.
I randomly I went into Barnes and Noble and he had like all the autograph copies. So I have 2
Oh,
copies.
that's
one without
dope.
it and then one with. I'm like, okay, I
Nice.
want that. Like,
I gotta run to your Barnes and Noble. Shit.
It was a while ago now, but yeah,
Well,
Okay, fair enough. All right, CB,
pretty
you're
good.
up on deck, my friend.
All right. So, if you were to give advice to anybody who wants to enter the music world, what would that advice be for anybody who wants to get into it?
Hmm.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
That's good.
I took a long hiatus and I just had no like passion for it at that time. and I regret taking all that time off. So when I found these dudes, it just that hit a little harder as well. So yeah, don't stop.
That's the thing. Like, if you find the right people, if you find the right style that like fits you and what you're feeling, it's all about expression at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
It is an art form. If you find the right people and find how to get your feelings out the right way, I mean, you can, go to the moon if you need, like, do whatever the hell you want. But yeah, I think that's really good. Don't stop. I'm gonna second that one.
I would say be okay with rejection. You will be told no way fucking more than you are told yes. But it only takes one time of being told yes to get you exactly what you want and where you want to be. So be comfortable with it and be okay, right? And show up and do your fucking thing. Get used to being told no. Everybody has been told no. Some of the biggest bands that you know and love have been told no thousands of fucking times before they were told yes, and then everything changed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would say something that I always tell my daughter almost on a daily basis: practice. If you love something so much, practice. Not one person on this world has gotten good by picking something up the very first time.
Right.
And dump your heart and soul into it if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I kind of want to play into something Johnny said, because like I've been in a lot of bands. I've been playing music since I was a young kid. I think I picked up my first bass guitar when I was like 9 years old. So it's been a very long time. And when I realized what I really wanted to do, I did take a long hiatus because I just couldn't find the right people. And then whenever I found Meg and I clicked with Meg, I tell everybody, Meg is like my damn musical like soulmate. And when I met Meg and everything like clicked right, like my creative process just like fucking roof. And it is a lot about the people that you surround yourself with and you connect with. Like that could change everything, but don't give up on it, because it's hard to find that many people to put into, because you're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or if you're Slipknot, fucking 9 or 10 people that all have different personalities, different backgrounds, different life, all this stuff, and you're trying to combine it into as essentially a product and into one feasible product. And that's a lot of people to mesh well with and to make it work. And if you find those people, I don't care if all of you fucking suck when you first start. If it's there, roll with it and just keep fucking going, because eventually it's all going to click and it's going to turn into something that you never imagined it could have. But if you don't, you're going to be spending the rest of your life thinking, what if?
That's true.
All right, before we get into one of their music videos, we're going to let Meg have the last question of the night.
Okay. This is for each of y'all, what is the why behind why you make music?
The expression. So for me, definitely after I returned from Afghanistan, I made the decision to get out of the Army. And after that, I didn't really have an outlet on how to express like everything that was built up from all that. So for me, it's more of a release and the expression of it that I can dump the emotion into.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess I would say for me, like, I'm a super big extrovert, right? Like I thrive off of human connection. And for me, it's all about, and something that I had mentioned earlier about, one of the most important things I feel like is if you're going to do this, right? And it doesn't matter what size you are, if you're big, small, local, touring band, or none of it fucking matters. But if your heart isn't in it, and the goal isn't to create and share memories with people to where they're feeling good and they're thriving off of you, and you've created something beautiful for them to share with them, then you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons. And that's literally what drives me to play. It's just like there is a cathartic, emotional expression that comes out when I play. And I learned very non-traditionally. I took about 10 months of lessons when I was a kid, and I'm all self-taught after that. Literally just ripping inspiration from other people. If you can make me feel something, we're fucking friends, right? And I largely do that to share the same with everybody else.
Okay. Brian, what you got?
I'm going to say kind of similar to what Rob was saying. It's just the why is it's the passion. It's the feeling of like hugging your brothers before going on stage. You know, it's that feeling of like, okay, man, we're all in this together type thing. Like, let's express ourselves. Let's get our love of what we're doing out to the world. There's no better way that, you know, putting out an album and stuff, that's amazing. That's great. But there's no better way than just doing it live, especially at places like Sweet Melissa's and stuff.
Yes. Sweet Melissa. Anybody that comes to visit us, I'll take you to Sweet Melissa's because it's something. It's got a lot of it.
It was like after high school and stuff, man. But no, we played some amazing venues here in Denver, and I'm so grateful for the dudes that stand next to me on stage, and you know, for getting our message out, and you know, being all in this together. That's the most important thing to me.
I've only played in Denver one time, and I played at this venue called the Brutal Poodle.
Oh yeah,
I'll never forget it because of its name.
Brutal Poodle's fucking dope.
That's a fun place. We actually never played there, but that's a fun place.
They got good food.
I got to play there. I didn't eat the food, but I got to play there one time and one time only. And I just, for some reason, the name of it, Brutal Poodle, it just stuck in my mind, and I never forgot it.
They actually, I don't know if you guys go on TikTok or whatever, they have good marketing for that place.
Okay, all right, I'll have to look
it
it
was
up.
like hilarious stuff.
So before we play it, we actually have
Wait.
What?
Johnny didn't answer. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Johnny.
Wait, Johnny's answer.
Jordan?
Nope, I already went there, brother.
Johnny.
So I think, I don't know, my reason is kind of selfish. It's very cathartic for me to perform and write the music. It's really a way of self-therapy in a lot of ways. But I mean, like what Brian and Rob also said, just like being there with your like best friends and just on stage and like before and after the show, just like knowing that we did it together. Like it's a great feeling. And then knowing that support is there like for you, it means a lot.
All right, fair enough. So we've got the lyric video for Desperation.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about the song before we play?
I'm not on this song.
Oh.
There's no videos. No, you can play it. It's all good. There's no videos. Yeah, no, that's where we're slacking. We need some more videos on there. But I don't know, Rob, you might be able to talk about the song a little more than me. But yeah.
Yeah. So what I will say here is this Desperation is literally the track that created this band.
Okay.
Several years ago. And quick story behind it was I had taken a small 6-month hiatus. And typically when that happens, right, like I turn into a different person. And after 6 months, I'm like, this is bullshit. I need to be playing music. And so this is what happened a couple of years ago, right? And I was actually I decided to transition out of and retire from the Air Force and was figuring out some life stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna hop online to see who wants to start a fucking band. And I hopped online to these Facebook forums, and it was like, Denver hot singles in your area music match finder, whatever the fuck it was called. And so the original guitarist for this band had basically said, hey, I'm in a position where I'm kind of sick of holding auditions and auditioning people that don't want to kind of play this music. So what he actually did is he wrote The Bones of Desperation. And he said, so I did this myself and just got a hired gun to do vocals, not what's on the track. Our original vocalist is on this track. And said, I'm looking for a drummer and other people to outfit this band. And so I click on it thinking that it's just going to be like everything else that you find on these forums, and it's going to sound like every other kind of garage band out there. And I clicked on it and it was like, holy shit, this is real fucking good. And so that's kind of where Burning Through Darkness got its start, was me stumbling across a random ass video featuring the bones of what became Desperation.
All right,
And
perfect.
that's how we got here.
We're going to play that. Make sure all y'all that are watching, go check them out. Go to their socials. Hit that fucking follow button. If you see them playing in your area, go check them out on that. We're going to play the video. And then, of course, we are out of here. You guys stay put because I want to talk to you guys after the show on that. Yep. Here is Desperation. And we will see you guys again next Tuesday.
Bye.